Okay, so both of you have worked on westerns before. What was it like working on such a huge budget one? Because I know that Byung-hun, you did Good, the Bad, and the Weird, of course, and you did In the Valley of Violence recently. So it must have been a little bit different working on kind of $100 million plus western as opposed to those.
Well, what was the budget on The Good, the Bad, and the Weird? Because that movie was huge.
It's only a little more than 10.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems like epic in scale. Yeah, for me, Magnificent Seven's like was the Hollywood Western.
Sure.
You know, and In the Valley of Violence was more the spaghetti, down and dirty Western.
Sure, yeah. You didn't have Jumpy this time, though.
Yeah.
The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. We call it kimchi Western.
Okay, yeah. Oh, wow.
It's very Korean.
Yeah.
Historically, it's we have that kind of situation, really.
Sure.
In China, so it's totally different than this movie, actually.
When you guys are paired up in a movie like this, where you have a lot of backstory between the two of you, what do you guys like? What kind of work do you put into the role to kind of develop the relationship? Because what I really liked about it was kind of the camaraderie that you guys had. You know, the way you guys would kind of take the piss out of each other a little bit, make fun of each other, and
I mean, the truth is that it's so hard with a big giant ensemble like this for everybody to find. We had elaborate ideas of what our backstory. We could make a whole spin-off on what our two characters were doing.
But also just finding moments of authenticity, I guess, though, for a character in a movie like this, right? How about working as Denzel's kind of as a good guy with him this time, as opposed to being adversaries, being buddies? Is that a little bit different? It must have been a different challenge as opposed to Training Day.
Training Day is really a two-hander.
Yeah.
So it's a different energy. This is such an ensemble piece that the experience of making the movie was all about being together. I mean, with a big group of people, right?
Byung-hun, did you have you seen the original Magnificent Seven? You reminded me a bit of James Coburn in that movie.
Oh yeah, I watched it a few times since I was 5, 6. I grew up with the Western movies.
Yeah.
I especially like the Magnificent Seven.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He's got a James Coburn quality.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. With the knife, I thought that was really cool.
Right, but I didn't want to follow that, so try to create some kind of different character, but I'm not sure.
And you reminded me a bit of Robert Vaughn in the movie a little.
I mean, those are the archetypes for our characters, and we want to tip our hat to them and not imitate them, right? Create our own thing.
Definitely. I mean, did you, making a big film like this, did you find it's also different for a Hollywood movie? I mean, I'm thinking of your first couple of Hollywood movies that you did, a lot of CGI, heavy duty. This seemed like it was less so, more location shooting. Did you guys find that was different as opposed to the bigger Hollywood movies that you've made?
Of course. I like hero movies. I like SF, sci-fi, but, there are a lot of hero movies nowadays.
Sure.
But, this is analog action. This is great. Just great.
Well, it's the kind of the classic thing too, Hollywood Western, right? And it's so rare to get those movies made nowadays. So it's kind of cool to see like $100 million plus Western, like it used to be.
It was a unique opportunity for us. I mean, it's certainly. I think that's why everybody jumped on board. Is just because you don't see mainstream Westerns being made very often, and especially to have Denzel as the front of the lead of the band. Made the whole thing seem like it could be original and speak to this moment in time.